Let's make $1,000,000 spaghetti casserole or spaghetti bake, however you want to call it. I've already got it started. Let's join the progress and see how to put it together. The first thing you want to do is brown 1 pound of really lean ground beef. You could use chicken or turkey if you wish, but I didn't. I used 1/2 teaspoon of salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. Once it was all brown, I added 2 jars of my favorite pasta sauce. You can use yours. This is 24 ounces, so I used 2 jars of that. Then you're going to want to boil 1 pound of spaghetti noodles. While all of that is doing its thing, you want to take 2 to 4 tablespoons of butter. I only used 4, and get it soft in the microwave or melt it and let it cool, and then mix it with 2 large eggs. While everything's doing its thing and you're waiting, just keep this sauce here on a very low temperature. You don't really want it to boil because it's already done and it's delicious, y'all. Ooh, I've already tasted it. Okay, our water is ready. So let's take our noodles, and my husband prefers that I break these in half. I like them long, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Whoa, I always send them sailing. So just get these added to the water, and if you would like, go ahead and salt this water with about a 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so we're going to have some whole noodles. That'll be perfectly fine. It's compromise, right? Just cook these noodles for about 8 to 10 minutes. You don't want them completely soft because we are going to bake this with the sauce. So you don't want them completely done, just almost done. Let's get the magic part of this done. This is a block of cream cheese, and it is 1/3 less fat. You know, if it doesn't bother you, you can use the whole fat. We're just going to use 1/2 of a block of it. And this is room temperature. And here I have a part skim ricotta cheese. This is the 15 ounce. So I'm only going to use about half of this. I'm not going to measure. It's not anything, that requires measuring. But it does take some skill. If you've got that specialized skill to get into this. Oh, gracious, what in the world? You know, when you're on camera, everything just wants to be harder, right? It's all right, we're still going to get it done. Okay. And these we're just going to mix up together. Just be patient with it. Keep stirring, keep going, you'll get it. Now, my sour cream, I did not take out and let it come to room temperature first. I forgot. So we just got it off to the side. We're going to add it last. Just get those two things mixed together well. It doesn't have to be perfect, because everything's going to melt together. The next thing is cream of mushroom soup, and I am using the 98% fat-free. I don't always make this cheese layer, but I always use cream of mushroom soup. I just thought we would be a little bougie tonight, you know, because we can. I did not use that whole can of soup, but I may before it's over with. Here we go. Let's add, I don't know, 1/2 to a cup of sour cream. There we go. That's it, y'all. That's the hardest part of this whole meal. And you see how hard that was. Okay, let's just wait on the noodles and we'll start putting this together. I have decided that I do want to go ahead and add the rest of this soup. So we're just going to stick it right in there and stir it in. Oh, that was great timing. The noodles just cut off. We're going to drain them. And then we're going to let them cool for just a little bit because we don't want them really hot. Because what we're going to end up doing is putting them into that egg mixture with the butter that we just mixed up. So let's get these noodles out and let them cool and drain, and we'll be right back. I'm cheating, y'all. I'm running some cold water over these noodles just to cool them down a little bit. Just a quick run through so I can stick my hands in it and it doesn't burn me. And we're just going to let them continue to drain a little bit. But we don't want them hot to stick down in that egg mixture. We don't want scrambled eggs. Ugh. And y'all, really, my hands are clean. I just washed them. I just washed the tongs. They're really clean. Besides, this is going in the oven. It's going to bake. It's going to get really hot. Nothing's going to survive on those noodles. I promise you. We're good. Okay, y'all. Now, we're about to do the noodles, but before we do that, I'm going to take some of this sauce, just a little bit, and just put it on the bottom of this pan. Just think of this kind of like you're making a lasagna, except it's not lasagna. It's spaghetti. Spaghetti. We made a new dish, y'all. Who needs $1 million baked spaghetti when you got spaghetti? Oh, it's late. I need sleep. There we go. Just like that. Off with this pan, in with this bowl. Let's grab the noodles. Okay, in we go with these noodles. Just like that. Okay, and this, y'all, here we go. Some Italian seasoning. I should have taken the shaker part off. Well, that was a tongue twister. Okay, let's just mix it up in the egg and butter mixture. Do you have to do this part? Absolutely not. But my guys like things rich and decadent, so that's what we're doing. I originally was doing this for a Valentine's dish, but if you got a special occasion coming up, maybe a function that you're going to, you need to bring a dish. This is good, y'all. My daughter, she would sit here and eat this bowl of noodles just like this. She doesn't too much care for spaghetti sauce. She just likes buttered noodles. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more Italian seasoning and call it, whoa, done. One great thing about the eggs being in here, even if you don't add the butter, the eggs are going to add more protein to this, so you'll feel more satisfied and not so hungry because it's carby. A little protein never hurt anybody. So there we go. Let's take our noodles and we're going to add half of them to this layer. Just kind of spread them out. You don't want a real thick layer. Really, y'all, in all seriousness, this is like building a lasagna, which I've never made lasagna, but that's besides the point. Can't be too hard. It's just layers of noodles and sauce and cheese, right? All right. So there we have the noodles, and it's okay to put a heavier layer on the bottom to carry all the other ingredients. Okay. Now, let's take the sauce. I need my sauce. Hello. Alrighty. Now we're going to put about half the sauce over this layer of noodles. I love dishes where you don't have to be exact, because sometimes I just don't have the patience for it. Here we go. That's about half. I'm going to put on just a little bit more because I don't think we're going to need all this sauce on the next layer. So put it on the bottom. There we go. What y'all think? Look good? Just this little bit over here in this edge. Okay. Now, we're going to take the cheese filling layer and add half of it. And this may get mixed up in the sauce, and if it does, don't sweat it. It's okay. We made something similar to this for a youth function a while back, and that's what gave me the idea. Spread it out. And if it gets sauce mixed in it, it's okay, I promise. We're not trying to win a cake decorating contest or anything of the such. We're just trying to do supper. And we're not chefs around here, we're just mamas. I mean, unless you are a chef or something, but you wouldn't be watching my channel if you were. Okay. Hello, deliciousness. Now let's do it all over again. Voila. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could just do this all in each individual layer. Just do the noodles, the sauce, or noodles and the cheese, then the sauce. However you want to layer it, it doesn't matter. Just as long as it's all in one pan. I'm going to put the rest of the sauce right on top. And you can cover it with cheese. I'm not going to because I'm trying to keep the extra fat out that I don't need. It's got enough in it. But you can if you want to. I might sprinkle a little bit of the green canned Parmesan on top. In fact, I think I just talked myself into it. So there we go. Glory be, they changed the lid color. It's not green anymore, it's red. And just a little sprinkle, make it pretty. You know, it's okay to have pretty food. I mean, this is not the greatest looking, but you know what I mean. Now, all that's left to do is pop this into a 350-degree oven and let it heat until everything's all bubbly and you know it's good. And while that's going and cooking, I'm going to be cleaning up. And if you want sides with this, salad is perfect. My guys never want anything with it except garlic bread. So guess what we're having? Garlic bread. I'm going to get that ready too. Y'all, I'm going to show you how easy this bread is. And it's perfect for this meal. So there's some parchment paper on our pan. Boom. That easy. All you do now is pop it into a 425-degree oven for 10 minutes. So easy. If it's frozen together, just stick a knife in the middle of it and wedge it apart. Easy. Look at there, y'all. It is done. Now let's fix the bread. All right, y'all, while that bread's heating up, let's go ahead and serve this up. And I did this recipe for 8 servings, so I'm going to, let's see, that would be 1/4, so 1/8. Oh, that's a big serving, isn't it? Well, hey, okay, here we go. If you're making sides, you can make your portions smaller very easily. There. Yum. Let's try out this $1 million spaghetti casserole. Ooh, we could just about call it a 1,000,000-calorie, couldn't we? I tried to do better. Well, this is why I don't like half-sized noodles. That's good, y'all. Go make this. Even though I reduced the calories in those ingredients, it's good. It's so good and such a comfort food meal. I will go back and adjust this in my app and figure out points if you're following Weight Watchers. I'll post the number right here. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the casserole. And until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys. Bye-bye.